Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. We are still exploring a darkened ruin along with Ciri Vets.
Depends what she wants.
Still can't see Jack, but
Got that feeling again?
looks like there's a gargoyle out there in the darkness. Oops. Probably should have rolled away from that. Well, luckily I've got Quen Shield for that sort of thing. And there we go.
Look, they're opening! Let's go.
So gargoyles are essentially a kind of elemental. And that's really all there is to say about them. They work like elementals in pretty much all other respects. They just have a slightly different build, they're a little less powerful than an earth elemental at the same level.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Oh, the swallow again.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked! Come on. Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, Silver Sword needs a bit of care here. I think that should top it off for now. And the Wild Hunt, I believe, means we're going to need some relic oil. Yeah. Don't see anything else here that really covers what and who they are.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Mage's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Well, it might have been one of them, for all we knew.
Froze them before they could attack.
Well, that's certainly off the table now.
Shut up! Esai Pisa. Java Doin Nilin Yama. Ren! Shen Tabir!
The white frost. Mage from the hunt summoned it. Can you seal those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far! We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Crest Surge. Stand at my side. Darian Annoy!
We're not yet far enough into the game to have a proper boss fight. So instead we're fighting against the things that the boss decided to throw at us as a distraction while he can make his getaway.
Hey, Nicola!
Because outside of RPG,
Close them!
Want me to go?
I'll do it, just cover me!
outside of RPG mechanics, Geralt is a match for that navigator. And yeah, those are the hounds of the Wild Hunt. Not sure where exactly they're supposed to have come from. I believe they are a game invention. But yeah, they are essentially monsters that the elves of the Wild Hunt have tamed into their service. Well, that's one down. Oh yeah, and needless to say, but if we leave this protective sphere that she's projecting, we will steadily take cold damage until we die. Didn't say that earlier because, well, I thought it was needless to say. Anyway, yep, just confirming here. Oh, actually, Hounds of the Wild Hunt are Elementa enemies rather than relicts. And if you wanted more information about where they came from, you should go back and pause the video and read through that entry. As for me, what I'm doing right now is updating my oil choice to something a little bit more effective. But yeah, something interesting though is that the warriors of the Wild Hunt, just in general, for some reason... Dang it. Knocked a bunch of charges off my sword. Yeah, for some reason, the elves of the Wild Hunt are fought with silver weapons. I mean, Geralt will pull out his silver sword to fight them, even though they are very much terrestrial in nature. I mean, they come from another dimension, sure, but they are directly related to the elves of this world. And the elves of this world can be very easily killed by steel and iron weapons. Like, of all the creatures that Geralt fights, on the occasions that he fights against elves, steel normally works. Works for the human armies and pogroms and massacres and everything else too. But yes, I believe I mentioned this before, but the White Frost is the coldness that exists between all dimensions. A frost with infinite reach. And again, that being the nature of the White Frost is video game original. In the books, it was just an ice age.
It worked.
Ciri! What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
If you can't go on,
You can't leave me here.
I'd never do that. Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
Alright, and while you're doing that, I've got an area I wasn't able to loot before because I had to stay under a stupid little dome. But now I can, including all the bodies of the monsters.
Come, we might still catch them.
Alright. Looks like I've found everything anyway.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you.
You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit.
Yeah, never.
Uh-oh. A lot of poison in there. Is there anything worth taking in here? Oh, well, I suppose that was something. Doesn't look like anything else, though, and those gas clouds do regenerate.
You're stubborn, Tuan.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
There, you see what I mean? Silver health bar. Silver sword. I mean, I appreciate the chance to power up Arendite some more. Assuming I can avoid getting hit.
Geralt, look! He's opening a passage!
Stay calm. Focus.
Ah. I see.
Good.
That's what the shield's about. Whoops. Yeah, that's a problem of not using the lock-on. Sometimes Geralt just randomly picks the wrong target. Well, and he used that time to heal. Luckily, Arendite is taking out some pretty big chunks of his health bar. Yeah, this guy is no Dark Souls boss. Although he kind of looks like one. Dang it!
Another Wraith!
Seriously? Well, at least I got another charge. And by the way, the hounds use the same sort of attack patterns as wolves and wild dogs, making them a real pain to fight. They tend to be easier to hit on average, though.
Are you well and whole? I feared.
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
If I have my knickers on straight, this looks like the elves' laboratory.
Sword kept its charge. Odd. Alright, I'm guessing we were supposed to, go check out the laboratory first, and there appears to be something odd about that rock formation. But I believe we will soon get the thing that will allow us to investigate it fully. So let's head over to this laboratory, see what we can find.
Larena Lune.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Ciri, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stop the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant them. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine where that comes from. How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Also, where were you keeping that?
Why do we even come?
Mysterious mage herbalist. What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
The bear legend. Berserkers. Berserkers. There's the Ladies of the Wood. Book we just got. Looks like they're interested in gathering children. And if you sacrifice children to them, they shall bless you.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
The wall's trembling.
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads.
But before then, I do believe there was another illusion around here somewhere that I should also investigate.
Nahalani's eye. Ought to use it.
Maybe with a little light as well. There we go. Oh, dang it. And immediately we're underwater. Well, on the plus side, I've already found something, and you can see some outlines when you're underwater, even in complete darkness.
Interesting.
Want the fact that there's a chest here? Uh-oh.
Just wonderful.
Dang. I think that might have been a record. Easiest foglit fight I've ever had. Anyway, there is one other pathway here. Flooded though it may be. Ooh. And it's got some nice loot in the corner here. Alright, looks like that's about it though. So yeah, 1 bonus monster, 4 bonus chests. Not a bad haul for just spotting a extra illusion in a corner of a room. Boss fight room. Should probably switch back to Quen at some point. Forgot I set it to Ard. Ooh, a poet too. And a book.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Why not?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Gavella Glan.
We're certain to find something here. Looks like another damned riddle to me.
What does? I don't see a damn thing.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet, like the second, played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. All right, let's see if we can solve this.
Luckily I record in post, so I don't have to keep all that in mind right now.
Lit up like a charm.
Yeah, who guards a tomb with a logic puzzle anyway? Second one...
Wait. Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
Third one had a hound. Fourth one was not near the second.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulchre.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
Huh. Witch Hunter's armor just right there. Yeah, we can't leave just yet. Got more directions to explore in.
Magic. A place of power.
Nice. I'm not using them anymore, but I still enjoy getting free ability points. And of course we've got that gargoyle thumping around in the background.
Just wonderful.
Or is that a full earth elemental? Oh no, that's a golem. At least according to this game, golems are apparently just bound earth elementals. Based on their looks and actions, at least. Ah, dang, it clipped me. Luckily, he's pretty easy to dodge. You know, a great big wind-up, and Geralt's really fast on the dodge roll. So what was he guarding? Pretty decent chest. Anything unique? Another decent chest. Oh, there's a third one. Ooh. Good stuff. So no, nothing unique, but yeah, plenty of stuff at least. Oh. And another secret. Let the exploration continue. Didn't mean to do that, but I'm thankful it happened. Alright, broke a bunch of stalagmites on the other side of the wall, but no way of getting through.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Yes, we all know that now. Thank you. Anyway, got everything over on this direction, so let's just follow the path.
We going?
And incidentally, this path is to the right, not to the left.
An illusion.
So somebody screwed up the dialogue with that.
Ugh, at last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
Whoa. Anybody else see the water just vanish there for a second? Right, anyway, looks like we've traveled a fair distance and found a couple of special locations underground, some animal nests. Don't have to worry about those anymore. But I'm guessing that question mark, back the way we came, would have to be on the surface, above the elven ruins we just plumbed. And surrounded by wraiths, as it turns out. Which means specter oil. Oh. Red Death Wraiths. Oh, dang it. Yeah, these guys, Oh. Well, their whole thing is the fact that they can just, disappear and reappear at different locations. So you always gotta be careful and watch your back. One of their favorite activities is to appear behind you and hit you with that triple swing of theirs. Oh crap. Well, I got overwhelmed. Yeah, how many of them are there? I think I saw at least 4, 3 attacking, 1 off in the distance. That was after I killed 2 of them. And they're all over-leveled compared to me. Damn it. I'm guessing that's why they put a ship, or a boat there, right at the entrance. It happened again. It happened again. But yes, I'm guessing that's why they put a boat there at the entrance to the cave. Because you can be of a level good enough to go through Kira Metz's quest, while still being far too low in level to deal with the regular monsters on the surface in this particular corner of the map. But I didn't let that stop me before. And yeah, it's at this point that I thought to myself, screw Iriden. Let's see if I can do this without it. Turns out I can. So from here on out, we're just going to be doing this the old-fashioned way. Dang it. Yeah, what's really not helpful is when the Wraiths chain their attacks. Like they just did. Dodge out of the way of one of them, decide to run in, try and hit the guy who just swung and missed. That's exactly when another Wraith shows up and pops in behind you and swings some more. Damn it. Lucky I just got a charge. And I got a third one. That's one of the big benefits of fighting over-leveled enemies. Is that you can just keep on hitting them and hitting them and hitting them and getting all kinds of charges for your sword, assuming you don't get hit too often. Which is often a problem against over-leveled enemies. Oh, there he goes. Wraiths are one of those enemies that it's actually definitely better to dodge roll instead of just dodging, because they got a triple attack and they move forward as they make it. Okay, what have we got here? Huh. So, they decided to hide their stash in some haunted ruins because they didn't believe the ruins were actually haunted. But based on the fact that they're all dead and I'm surrounded by wraiths of various sorts, it appears as if they were wrong. It's usually the moment where she separates into 3 people, but she didn't for some reason. Like, is it the limited space here? Nice. Another charge for my sword. But yeah, that was some hidden loot. Just went and found it there. Killed a noon wraith and her horde of lesser wraiths. And now we've cleared out this little corner of the map. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other question marks between us and heading back into civilization. Because that's the thing, is that the monsters around here are numerous and powerful, and that is actively reflected in the fact that, what are we at? 2 more to go. Oh, but I am just about to level, though. Alright, this is the tiny little path. And anyway, yeah, the southern Velen, southwestern Velen at least, is very much wilderness of the most vicious sort. Wolves, wraiths, Yrden signs instead of Quen. Now the wolves at least have an appropriate level. Man, it's actively easy. It's like they didn't even want to defend themselves. Anyway, getting back onto the road here. At the moment, I'm not too interested in clearing the map as a whole. Mostly what I wanted was what I just got, a marker that I can go back to. And we just happened across one of the other idols, so, you know, we're in the neighborhood. It's not much trouble. There's a grave out here.
Went to see the witch again.
She's enchanting them, I tell ye, sucking the life from their bodies.
Since me husband went to her, he does is sit outside, pick his teeth. Don't help with anything anymore.
Ah, the curse of attractive women. Pretty sure that's the kind of curse they're talking about here. Anyway.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
Time for some Witcher work.
So the notice about Jenny of the Woods, you posted it, right?
Oh, aye, 'twas me. You do it? You's a witcher, is you not? Straight off, a picture in me granny's book. Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers. Remember like it were today. We be afeard of her. But Jenny of the Woods, what's she to you?
Let's talk rewards.
So, how much would ye wish?
Great line reading, by the way, buddy. Really nailing those emphases.
Well, sounds right for Jenny of the Woods, but we're just short. Will you drop it a bit?
Fine.
Well, sounds right for Jenny of the...
I'm only mildly annoyed, so let's go by 5s.
Well...
Come on.
Oh, have it your way.
I'm on it. Know if anyone's seen Jenny of the Woods? Could tell me more about her.
Old Willem must have, but he won't tell you naught. He were weak of heart. We found him in the fields this morning. Other folk are afeard to go out nights. But you might try Agneta, lives at the end of the village. Word is she saw the Wraith.
And nothing happened to her? She wasn't hurt?
Agneta? Outlived 3 husbands, that one. Jenny of the Woods won't do naught to that wench. Weren't for our fair elders ruling the wilds, we'd have starved long past.
Alright, let's talk to the survivors.
Wraith that haunts the village. Heard you can tell me about it.
Oh, I saw her. Saw Jenny of the Woods with mine own eyes, like I sees you now, Witcher.
What did she look like? In detail, please try.
Truth be told, I didn't see her too clearly. It were growing dim, see, and this pale shape loomed afore me, mist-like. I comes closer, and the cloud thickened, and something like a visage came out of the mist.
What did you do?
What do you think, me love? That I'd wait to see the Wraith in full glory? Ran to the village to tell folk what I'd seen.
I see. So she appeared to you just after twilight? Important clue, thanks. You take care now.
Well, I guess that's all we need. Well, there are a few merchants in town.
You ain't safe unless you got a Gabrielle. The auto-crank one-handed Gabrielle ensures you get the first shot and the last word.
Hawking crossbows, are we?
How about you take a break from hawking? We play cards instead.
Yes, card games. Much more enjoyable. So that guy there, flanked by the 2 ladies, that's a neutral card, and also a dragon. He's also got a very special ability that, the horns there. Essentially what that lets him do is, it allows him to destroy the highest rated card in the enemy's melee line. And if there's a tie, he kills all of them. Just very nice. Oh yeah. Putting in all of my Nilfgaardian cards. Still don't have enough for a full deck though. 10 short. But yeah, the dragon card, very useful in the right circumstances. Got a death mold there, Zoltan. It's the most boring and lowest level card I've got, so figured I'd trade him out. Oh, enemy's playing a spy, but I just got myself a decoy. Oh, playing more spies. You see, this exact reason is why when I play spies, I go from highest rated card down. Let's see, just need 2. This guy's boring. Don't know why he passed. Especially since I get an extra card when I win. That's my turn, so let's get started. Fill up the back row with siege engines. Because damn, Northern Realms has a lot of siege engines. All of them are pretty powerful, and the most powerful one doubles in strength if you get 2 of them on the board at once. And when you siege experts, only worth 1 apiece, but they add a bit more if you've got a full back row like I do. Yeah, let's just disable their front line, see what they do. Ah, well, fair enough. See if we can run them down with some cards. Come on, you can do it. Ah. Really should have done that earlier. Of course, I would have countered it earlier. That's all he's got left. Oh boy. I mean, Nilfgaard's special ability is that they can win ties, but I think he knows he's screwed. Got 5 left. And 3 of them are Blue Stripes Commandos, which double in strength for each one you've got on the field, and triple when you've got 3 of them. Didn't even have to use my dragon. That's what I call him, because there's no way I'm remembering that name.
You ain't safe less you got...
Let me have a look at...
Ooh. Ooh. More Witcher treasure maps. Scavenger hunt maps. Excuse me.
So long.
Sounds so depressed, Geralt. What's that about? Alright, looks like those are for... Yep, Griffin School. Schematics.
Sir, we were under our noses in frights and horrors, imps, Samovillas, mammons, flying drakes, pikes, oh, and bats.
Gonna have to handle the bats on your own.
A woman came through here, barefoot.
But as for the Jenny of the Woods...
A piece of fabric, possibly from a dress, got snagged on the undergrowth. Stride indicates she was running. Probably why she tore her dress. Somebody chase her?
Must be some fresh prints.
Couldn't outrun her pursuer. He stabbed her or slit her throat. Strange. Left the knife behind. Dried blood on it. Could come in handy. Dragged the body through here. Clear trail.
Very clear. Don't even have to use my Witcher senses on this one. Well, here we are.
Lugged the body all the way to the woods. Buried it here. Shallow grave. Murderer must have been pressed for time. Something's sticking out. A letter?
Bokhai.
The scorned lover killed the woman, seems to me. A night wraith. Alderman probably knew the girl. I had to ask him.
But since we've got a question mark just over here... Figured we ought to do something about it. Yeah, now you're shouting about Temeria. You're a bunch of deserters. Your name tags even say as much. Anyway, got that dealt with. Let's go see the alderman. Looks like he's gone inside. Where's the door?
White one. What's your business?
If it weren't for
Bloody
our fair
Baron
elfers ruling the wilds,
Greetings.
what do ye want?
Zula and Bakai. Did you know them? They must have lived in this village.
Good God, he knows. 'Tis witchery. They disappeared, both of them, into thin air. We've not seen them a week now.
I found the girl's grave and a letter. It's clear she rejected Bakai because she loved another.
Zula and Ontan, aye. We thought they'd fled north to seek happiness there. Bakai departed round the same time. So that's to mean our Zula's the Wraith. Can't be. Such a good lass. And so pretty.
Any idea where they used to meet?
Well, can't say for sure. But the young'uns, they go to the clearing, mostly west of the village, past the fields. Zula. Good gods. Oh, that white one.
No way I can hope to lift this curse. Gotta drive the Wraith away. Stand a chance if I can bind it to one spot for a while.
Yeah. Not all of the curses Geralt comes across are the kind that can be lifted or delivered with justice. In this case, the killer ran away. Left town forever. Never to be found again. So all we can do is destroy her wraith.
The Night Wraith won't appear in daylight.
I guess we need another hour or two here. How about now?
The Night Wraith won't appear in daylight.
Oh, for crying out loud. It's 8 p.m. Okay. There we go. But yeah, she won't find justice. So all we can really do is defend the townspeople against her. Anyway, to defend myself against her, let's get some Spectre oil. Doing some good chunks of damage. Nice. That's right. You know, the food buff disappears when you meditate for a while. By the way, Geralt can sleep. It's just not part of how the game works.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
Jenny of the Woods is gone. Got rid of her.
She'll not be back.
No. I know how to dispatch Night Wraiths for good.
Aye, of course. Your reward, as agreed. Many thanks to ye, Master Witcher.
Farewell.
If our elders ruling the wilds, we'd have starved long past.
Alright. That's Jenny of the Woods. Taken care of. So, I've decided to cut together more footage to pad this video out. See what else I can get up to. And in particular, clear out those question marks near the middle left of the map that I had missed on my last pass through this area. First pass. Both. Both of those things. Anyway, looks like my oils are running low. So I'll pop that on.
He can't take this.
And kill myself some renegades. Oh, that's one of the actual duelists there. Died from the poison damage, though. Oh, dang. That's instant death for you. Huh. Seems like some of those last hits actually got through. Oh, cage key, that's important. This is a person in distress location. And how about the loot? Any good loot? Oh, a couple things back here. And something else I cut out, by the way, was me running back and emptying my inventory of all the weapons I had gathered. Because I have gathered quite a few. I was up to my weight restriction. That's the other reason I wanted to find a marker rather than keep exploring back before that first cut. Because walking around this giant open world is a real pain. You're free.
Thank ye, master. Ye saved my life.
Okay, there you go.
Clay Witch, you give us a holler. Shave ye and shear ye for free.
He's lying. He says that, but he doesn't actually give you a discount. I think it's because, like, the haircut and beard thing for this game is a free DLC. So the way it's implemented is just a little weird. Oh, now they're interested. I was wondering why they were, why they weren't hostile immediately. Just took them a while to notice me, I guess.
Show me what you got.
Dang it. Dang it. Stop that. Stop trying to protect your own life. You know what's funny about the cutting their torso in half is watching as their head goes from a particular head to a generic head as the two parts of his body separate. It's a bit unexpected. Hey, there's a shrine here too. One that hasn't been toppled over. Anyway, looks like we've got a few more question marks to get to. And I do prefer the idea of working my way south as opposed to north, since, again, the further south you go, the more dangerous the enemies get. At least in the southwest corner of this map. Like, it's not universally true. And looks like we've got a bunch of renegades who've taken over a refugee camp. Counter this, son of a bitch. Yeah, a few too many ranged enemies. Figured it would be better just to, you know, hide in a corner and then just slash a whole bunch of them all at once. When they've done me the favor of collecting themselves all together. And at this point, the only guys left are the ones with the crossbows, who really are not going to be of much use once I get a little bit closer. You may have noticed, but they tend to have less health. And now the refugees are back.
You know, Witcher, folk can say what they will. Me, I'll never forget what you did for us.
Well, thanks. What the heck is that thing there at the center, anyway? Some sort of altar to a pagan god or something?
Can't lose hope.
Join us at Devil's Leap.
Red today.
Well, there's an herbalist here.
What? Got anything?
Don't know why I keep talking to herbalists. Because they always carry the same stuff. It's useful stuff, I will say that, but it's only useful if you
Farewell.
actively engage in alchemy. And I don't. I spent the first game actively engaging in alchemy, so that in this game I wouldn't have to. By the way, I'm not sure if I've done it yet or not, but at some point I go back and I replace the toxicity boost that I have on my setup, and I replace it with a much more useful green skill. And once we finally see it in action, I will explain what it does. But until then, there are some genres that need to die. And what looks to be a beached whale that's already exploded. Man, that thing is huge. It's crazy, you know? Animals can even get that big. Humans can hang on air like that. Yeah, that's its guts. It's definitely exploded.